Hey, I'm tearing my yard up. Something got all in it. I got to tear it all up.
Oh no. What got into it?
Me. I did.
Oh, you don't want bugs, right?
No, this is called scarifying. It's like removing all the thatch.
Looks like work to me,
It's
whatever you call it.
It is a lot of work, sir.
That was my father-in-law checking on me. And yeah, I did this to my own lawn on purpose. Everything you're about to see came out of one small front yard of Zoysia in one morning with the machine that cost me about $130. By the end of this video, you'll know whether your lawn needs this, which blades to use, because the wrong ones will generally wreck a Zoysia lawn, and the one step afterwards that decides whether it bounces back or stays ugly. From the street, this lawn looked fine, green, mowed, tidy. That's the trap. Walk on it and it felt like a mattress. That sponginess is the tell. Here's the test. Press your fingers down through the grass. If it feels springy and you can't easily touch the soil, there's a layer of dead stems, roots packed in there. That's thatch. A thin layer is healthy, but once it's thick, water and fertilizer never reach the roots. They sit on top of that dead mat and run off. You're paying to feed a layer of dead grass.
This is what a dethatcher looks like versus a scarifier. These springs will go down and pull up the grass and get underneath it, versus a scarifier will cut, just do vertical cuts. The reason why this does not work on St. Augustine and Zoysia or anything with stolons is because it will pull those stolons up actually and damage them.
Stolons are runners. Zoysia and St. Augustine spread them. They creep across the surface. Wire tines grab those runners and rip them out. Vertical blades slice straight down between them. Same machine, totally different result. If you only remember one thing from this video, warm season grass gets the blades, not the tines.
It does a fantastic job of pulling up all of this thatch without wrecking your warm weather yard.
The machine is a Vevor 2-in-1. It ships with both rollers, the tines, and the blades. About $130, link in the description. And I'll say up front, I bought this myself, and if it had wrecked my lawn, you'd be watching that video instead. The settings that matter is depth. On Zoysia, start shallow, start nicking into the thatch. You can always drop it, lower, and make another pass. You cannot unscalp a lawn. I work in rows, like mowing. Started at the street, worked up towards the house, overlapping each pass. And almost immediately, it's tearing this brown, dead material up out of the lawn and leaving it on the surface. That's years of thatch coming up.
All right, so I picked up one full bag. I'm gonna open up another bag because that's pretty heavy. I dug down and picked up some dirt and stuff. Probably. It's about 30-40 pounds. And you cannot, if you do this, you cannot leave the stuff down. It will smother your grass. It's so thick, so dense, the thatch. So when you do it, you have to think, okay, I gotta scarify, then clean up all at the same time.
So budget your energy for that. The scarifying is maybe a third of the job. The raking, bagging, mowing, the rest, and that's the other 2/3. It's called sweat equity for a reason.
Yeah, the cleanup looks good. yard itself looks pretty splotchy right now.
Splotchy is putting it kindly. There were spots I stood over wondering if I'd wrecked my own lawn. And Zoysia makes that scarier because it recovers slower than Bermuda. Two things to protect you. First, timing. Do this in the early summer when the grass is growing its hardest. Not spring, not fall. Do it in June and it can heal. Do it in October and you'll look at the damage all winter. Second, what you do in the next 10 minutes after you finish, that's the step people skip.
All right, we're to our final step here. We have scarified, cleaned it up, and aerated. Now it's time to do the next step, and that is Milorganite. This stuff is amazing. I love it. It's pretty much all I put down on my yard, besides some fungicide and some lime.
And yes, you caught that. I ran an aerator over it the same day. That's its own video coming soon.
Obviously, really stressed out right now. And, you know, both from scarifying and aerating. So we're going to get this down. We're going to get some water on it, make it feel a little better.
So the recovery recipe is simple. Feed it, water it in deep, and then leave it alone. And let summer do the work. Don't tear your lawn up and walk away. That's how a one-day job turns into a one-year regret. Here's the same lawn that afternoon, cleaned up, fed, and watered in. I'm not going to show you a fake before and after. It's thinner than I started because I just pulled a truckload of dead material out. That's what it's supposed to look like. Give it 2 or 3 weeks of summer growth and water so it fills back in thicker than before. Because now every drop of water and every ounce of fertilizer actually reaches the roots instead of sitting on the dead mat. I'll show you the recovery in a follow-up. So should you scarify your Zoysia? If it's spongy underfoot, if it's thin no matter what you feed it, and it's the middle of the growing season, yes. This $130 machine did a job I have paid a service several hundred for, and I know it was done right. You should skip it. Brand new lawns,
Really good.
lawns that are thin from shade or bugs or disease, scarifying won't fix any of that, and the stress can set you back. Thatch is the target. If you've got it, this thing pays off for itself the first morning you use it.
Stay tuned on the seed sowing. I have this irrigation running 6 minutes every hour just to keep the seedlings wet, not drink out.
That's the other experiment running in this is the same yard. 4 plots of Bermuda seed, 2 varieties, 2 methods, 1 winner. If you're a Sunbelt guy doing your own lawn, subscribe. You'll want to see which one wins. The Vevor linked below. I'll see you in the next one.